Victoria Falls, Livingstone, Zambia. At the 2016 WWF Annual Conference, 5 young African leaders were invited to inspire delegates with their achievements and thoughts about the future.
My name is Brighton Kauma. I'm a youth climate ambassador for UNICEF, and I'm also co-founder and executive director of an organization called Agents of Change.
My name is Sam Nguni. I'm the Grasslands Program Manager for WWF SA, and we facilitate conservation agreements throughout the grasslands biome.
I'm Daniel from Uganda, a student from at Karam Secondary School, and I'm the champion student in the renewable energy Karam Secondary in the champion district of Uganda.
My name is Monica Shikongo, and I'm from Namibia, and I'm a chief warden for environmental education and awareness, as well as the communication education and participation for the Ramsar Conservation in Namibia.
My name is Nixon Otieno from Kenya. I lead World Student Community for Sustainable Development that empowers students to transform the universities into green campuses and also offer solutions at local community.
Africa has a young population, and I think one of the key interventions that we as leaders in conservation specifically could do is to really reach out to young people to make conservation attractive. I think the key thing is that young people don't really see their role in conservation, neither do they see how they can actively engage in conservation efforts. And I think that all conservation agencies, whether in government or NGOs or civil society, could do is to make their work more relevant and more attractive to the youth.
Africa is a blessed continent that can meet everything if it undergoes sustainable development as a procedure to its development processes. What we need is determination. When we are determined, we shall achieve everything. We have to ensure that they are determined, and then we can be able to achieve it.
What the world needs to know about Africa is that there are a lot of success stories. We have national parks, we have animals that we have saved almost went to extinction, and this is together with the community. And some of these animals are not staying in national parks, and they are staying with people every day. So there is a lot of success story about conservation in Africa, and the world should know that we are coming. I know we are growing, and we will make this world a better place in terms of conservation.
I think it's also relevant for the world to understand that Africa is not a country, but a continent. A continent which is diverse in culture, but again, a continent that also has vast natural resources that can be harnessed to bring about productivity. And I think WWF has also recognized the relevance of involving young people, not only having them come to conferences, but engaging them productively in conserving their natural resources.
I like the direction this conversation is taking, because I think it's becoming clear that conservation in Africa cannot be compared to conservation in Europe, or rather, let me say, the Western world. We have issues such as corruption that have been mentioned. We have issues such as gender inequality, socioeconomic issues. So our conservation goals or targets must always include and not exclude all of these factors.
For example, I'm giving an example of myself being the first woman to run a national park in Namibia, and how old I am and how old conservation has been evolving. So this is really important, because when you empower women, then we know there's a talk to say, then you empower the nation. So I just feel like we need to start empowering the young women so that they can start also breaching into these careers that needs them.
Monica, what would you really share as a challenge that got you to be in the position where you are as a young woman leader, the first one in Namibia, and that position? What are some of the challenges that our young girls in Africa really face that hinders them from playing key role?
No, I think the first challenge is people not believing in that women can also do what men can do. And it's up to us women to challenge that, to say we can also do it. And I've done it. I've managed a park where poaching was an issue, women-wildlife conflict, there was border crossing, and all these things. So it's really important that we also start as women to get into this type of job. And we can do it. I believe that.